Hey guys, long time no see. It's been a week and it's kind of weird because I posted a video every day last month and it's weird to have like waited a week to post a video. Just feels strange, okay? Anyways, so pretty much today I'm doing my Bout of Books 10.0 TBR and yeah, I'm so pumped for this read-a-thon. If you didn't know what Bout of Books is, it's pretty much a week-long read-a-thon and this is the 10th edition of it, and pretty much it starts Monday, May 12th to Sunday, May 18th, both at midnight. And yeah, it's pretty much you just read as much as you can in that week and you update us with your progress, with page count and book count and all that fun stuff. I did this back in January for Bout of Books 9. It was so much fun. That's where I read The Unbecoming of Martyr. So Bout of Books is dear to my heart now because I discovered my favorite book during that read-a-thon. So I'm very excited for Bout of Books 10.0, and yes, I do have school, but it's a long weekend, so I'll have Friday off, so I'll have that whole day to read, and I'll try and read as much as I can during the week, and then just like go hard over the weekend so that I can actually get some reading done. So yes, I'm super excited. I will leave all of the information down in the description as well as the link to where you can sign up and that sort of thing. So yeah. Also, I'm not uploading a April wrap-up and May TBR just because I'm not 100% sure what I'll be reading in May. It's just going to be what I feel like at the time, and the April wrap-up, I'm just going to do a blog post on my blog, and I'll leave my blog down below. It'll be somewhere in the description. Anyways, these are the books that I might be reading during the week. I gave myself a pretty hefty amount of books because I'm being ambitious, and I'm just not sure what I'll be in the mood in. So let's just get started. So no particular order. I might be reading Unwind by Neil Shusterman. It just seems like a really fast-paced book possibly, so I feel like I might be able to just like whiz through it, which is the kind of books that you're looking for to be reading during a read-a-thon. So yes, I might be reading this. Another thing that I recommend if you're going into a read-a-thon and you've never done a read-a-thon is contemporary books, because they're the easiest to fly through and usually they're not that long. So I have quite a bit of contemporary up here, but the next book is How to Save a Life by Sarah Zarr, and this is a contemporary, but this is kind of like a sad contemporary from what I gathered from the back. Hopefully I can just like read this really quickly. I'm really looking forward to this. I've had this on my shelf since I've been to Paris, which if you've been watching me for a while, you would know that I went to Paris in June last year. So yeah, I bought this there and I'm hoping that I enjoy it and that I can read it pretty fast. The next book that I might read is The Duff by Cody Keplinger, and I don't really know about this book just because what happened is I didn't actually mean to buy this book. What ended up happening is that for my giveaway, the person that won wanted this book, and so I went into my local bookstore because I said that I would buy it in my bookstore and a couple goodies and then send it to them. And so I went to my bookstore and they didn't have it in stock. So what I thought is, I'm just like, okay, I'll just get it off the book depository because it's easier. And so I ordered it for her off the book depository, and then the bookstore got this one in about a couple weeks later, and I was just like, okay, I'll just get it anyways. I've already like ordered it, so why not? And yeah, I'll be reading this maybe. We'll see. It seems like a very light type of book, so we'll see. The next book that I really want to read is Hate List by Jennifer Brown. I'm not sure if I'll read this during the read-a-thon, just because it is a bit bigger than the rest of the books, or if I'll read it after the read-a-thon. I'm just putting this in here just in case because I really want to read this book. I've had this since my first book haul. If you've seen my first book haul, which is I think my first video on this channel, you'll know that I hauled this, I'm pretty sure, in my first video, and I still haven't read it, so I really want to read it either during the read-a-thon or right after it because it seems like a really great book. I'm interested in this book, so hopefully I'll read it during the read-a-thon. Another book is The Spectacular Now by Tim Tharp, and this is a pretty short book, but it also has kind of small writing, so we'll see. But I really want to read this so that I can watch the movie. It has Miles Teller and Shailene Woodley in it, like practically my two favorite people ever, so I really want to read this. It sounds really cute, so I'm looking forward to it. Another book that I'm thinking of reading is Fire and Flood by Victoria Scott, but I'm not quite sure yet because I might be reading this with Emmanuel from M Dog Reads, sometime this month. I still have to talk to him about it because we wanted to read a book together. So I'm actually going to go message him on Twitter right now. But yeah, I might read this during the read-a-thon. Another book that I might read during the read-a-thon is Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I said her first name really weird. Don't know why. Tongue-tied. Anyways, I've had this book for over a year, over 2 years, I'm not sure. And I just really need to get to reading this because I have to. So I'm probably going to be reading this during the read-a-thon, and I feel like this is the only time I'm going to read this book because I've just put it off for such a long time that if I don't read it next week, I'm probably not going to read it for a while. So I am definitely reading this one. And the last book I might be reading is Buzzkill by Beth Fantasky. I have an ARC copy of this. I got this from my local bookstore. If you guys know, I do reviews for my local bookstore and they give me ARCs to review. And yes, this is one of them. This is now out. Actually, it came out on the 6th of May. So it's out now. And yeah, it's pretty much like a Nancy Drew type thing. She makes a list of people who would want the football team's coach dead, but then somebody actually kills him. It sounds really good, and I feel like it wouldn't take me too long to read. So yeah, I'll be reading this during the read-a-thon. So as I said, I'm probably not going to be reading all of these books because that's a lot of books for 1 week, especially considering I have school. But you know, I just like to give myself some options to choose from. Now, obviously, if I'm not feeling any of these books, I'll probably just grab a book from my shelf and read it. But yes, these are the ones that I'm planning on reading, hopefully. Also, I will be doing daily updates. I will also be doing daily updates on my blog, so if you want, I don't know, to see that, again, my blog will be linked down below, as it always is. And yes, again, if you want to see the books that I read in April, just go to my blog. There should be a post up, and yeah, with Bout of Books 10.0. Let's read some books. Yeah. Alright. Ooh, that's gonna fall. I'll see you guys with my first update video, I guess. Alright, bye.